Setting up your project. Instructions and knowledge. O2 Ship Claude Basics. Lesson 5, Video 2.
In the last video, I showed you the problem. Without projects, you waste time repeating yourself in every conversation. Now, let's fix it. In this video, I'm going to walk you through setting up a Claude project from scratch. By the end, you'll have a fully configured workspace where Claude already knows your tech stack, your project goals, and your coding style before you even type your first question. Let's set it up.
First, let's create a new project. Log into Claude at claude.ai and look for the project section in the left sidebar. Click New Project and give it a name. I'm going to call mine 02ship because that's the app we're setting up. You should name yours after whatever you're building. The name is just for you, so pick whatever makes sense. You'll also see a field for a project description. This is optional, but helpful. Write 1 or 2 sentences about what the project is.
Now we get to the most important part, custom instructions. Think of custom instructions as a briefing document you hand to Claude before every conversation. It's like hiring a new team member and giving them a one-page summary of the project, except you only write it once and Claude reads it automatically every time. I'm going to give you a template with 5 sections: project overview, tech stack, coding conventions, current status, and important rules. The project overview is 2 to 3 sentences describing what you're building and who it's for. Be specific. Here's what I wrote for O2 Ship. O2 Ship is a learning portal for non-programmers to build and ship their ideas using Claude Code and AI coding tools. Target audience is absolute beginners with no coding experience. The tech stack section lists every technology your project uses. Be specific about versions when possible. For 02 Ship, Next.js 14 with App Router, TypeScript in strict mode, Tailwind CSS for styling, MDX for blog content, JSON files for course data, deployed on Vercel. Claude uses this to write code that actually fits your project.
Coding conventions tell Claude how you want the code to look. Even as a beginner, you can set preferences here. For 02 Ship, I specified use named exports, not default exports. Use the CN utility for conditional Tailwind classes. Components go in src/components organized by feature. The point is, once Claude gives you code you like, capture those patterns here so every future conversation matches.
The current status section changes over time. It tells Claude where you are in the project right now. Something like, landing page is complete. Course system is working with 3 lessons. Blog is functional but needs search. Currently working on adding community links. This is incredibly powerful because Claude can pick up exactly where you left off. Finally, important rules. These are hard constraints that Claude should never violate. Things like, all content is public, no authentication required yet. Do not modify the content file structure without asking. Always use TypeScript strict mode. Think of these as guardrails. They prevent Claude from making decisions that break your project. One important principle. Be specific. Use TypeScript is okay. Use TypeScript in strict mode with named exports is much better. The more specific your instructions, the less Claude has to guess, and the more consistent your results will be. Now let's talk about the knowledge base. This is where you upload files that Claude can reference during conversations. Upload your key documents, not everything. Your README file, requirements documents, important code samples, and style guides. Don't upload your entire code base. And don't upload files with sensitive information like API keys. Your project is set up, but how do you know it's actually working? Here's my favorite test. Start a new conversation inside the project and type, describe this project in your own words. If your custom instructions and knowledge files are set up correctly, Claude should describe your project accurately without you telling it anything. Here are a few more test prompts you can try. Ask Claude, what tech stack are we using? It should list your exact technologies. Ask, what coding conventions should I follow? It should reference your style preferences. If any answers are wrong or incomplete, go back and update your custom instructions. One last important thing. Your custom instructions are not set in stone. They should evolve as your project evolves. When you finish building a feature, update the current status section. When you discover a coding pattern you like, add it to conventions. I update my 02 Ship project instructions about once a week. It takes 2 minutes and keeps Claude perfectly in sync. Let's recap. You created a Claude project, wrote custom instructions covering your project overview, tech stack, conventions, status, and rules. You uploaded key knowledge files, and you tested everything to make sure Claude understands your project. That's a fully configured workspace.
In the next video, we're going to put this to work. I'll show you how to build across multiple days and multiple conversations using your project. You'll see how to pick up where you left off, reference previous work, and manage your conversations as your project grows. See you in video 3.